After a several month hiatus, we are going to get this car started in less than a week. At least turned over and fired up, which I think is a major win for all of us. We could use it. Oil, power, and a little bit of fuel, and you can fire this thing up. The coolant system doesn't have to be fully connected for me to turn it over and test it and get that pop. But the oil system most certainly does, especially with the aluminum rotor. We don't know what to expect. That said, just focus on the back, bring it to the firewall, and then hopefully within this video, this thing fires up. Ryder and I have gotten some really good solutions for this, and my #1 goal is the shock factor of having basically a frunk. You see Ryder's working with right now is gonna be the main coolant pump. We'll keep it low and tight, so we wanna have it where the coolant goes in here and comes out here, and both those lines come out and kind of drape around down here. Obviously one of them goes to that, and the other one goes to this. And the biggest goal I have is to make it look good, but also not have this one drop as much. So that way the air bubbles want to naturally gravitate up to this. Obviously the easy thing is straight across, but then we ruin that illusion. So I want to figure out how to get it across without ruining the beauty of this. Same thing with the water system. We're going to use one of PWR's Camaro coolers, cut these push lock fittings off, stick that vertically in here. These are still going to be lower than the pump and the reservoir here. So the only area that we have an issue with for that little section would be air. I'm going to be pushing the water through the bottom of it, and hopefully it helps suggest this air out, but otherwise we would put a little bleeder valve there. And we're gonna make it push lock fitting, if ever it makes quality push lock fittings, and they're more affordable than real race ones. And when I say that, I use kind of quotes, real race ones. They're still expensive because they're worth it, but they're also much more reasonable. Buying half of one of the IndyCar ones was more expensive than 2 of these whole setups from Vibrant. It was absolutely insane, and I get it, but these are the same quality to me. We'll have the other pump sitting here, reservoir sitting somewhere here, and that whole system, again, kind of tucked and hidden away. It's really coming together quite nicely. The one thing I have to do is the AccuSump has a electronic check valve, and we'll have it tee into that, and I can turn it on and off. So once I go to turn the car off, it closes, so it's retaining oil pressure. And then when we go to turn it on, I think once it says cranking, I'll say, hey, open the floodgates, and at least for the first time of cranking, it dumps some oil into the whole system. You want that AccuSump holding onto that, because if it lets go, that oil is going to rush back into the pan and overflow the pan. It's going to cause the engine to start backfiring. I know this from firsthand experience. That check valve thing on that becomes extremely valuable. We were trying to take thumbnails for the previous video, and there's like that angle that you can only see in motion, just that cool, like, shelf. It's a mid-engine Miata. People keep saying that. That's pretty much 100% true, unless you count the air filter. But the engine is behind the front wheels, and it is so much lighter, as you saw in the videos from a couple months ago. I'm extremely happy, and I'm so ready to fire this thing back up. When it comes to Miatas, nobody knows better than Mazda how to do it. So what we did was we used Turo to rent the ND Miata, the 4th generation Miata, which I think is the most beautiful of them all. I wanted to experience what that car was like, so we tried to make this one as modern and retro at the same time. And because of Turo, I was able to rent that car specifically. Normal rental services, you get